How you going there, fellas? Welcome to episode 122 of ghallora Beer Reviews. Just as I start, a plane comes overhead, but no worries, we'll press on. I've got something really special here today. I've had this sitting in my house for a little while now, probably coming up 12 months. My sister bought it for me. Jessica, thank you for the wonderful gift. As you can see, it's the Guinness 1798 limited edition. I think there's only like 2,600 bottles of this made around the world, so it's pretty special. And she was managed to source one, which was good. It's actually brewed in Dublin at St James Gate, so the original Guinness brewery. It's got a bit of a spiel at the back here. I won't read all of it. It's just telling the story about Guinness and how they want to, honour that by making this special edition. So. Yeah, so as I said, it's brewed in Ireland, and you can see it's got the import sticker here to comply with Australian standards. It comes in this cool box, which I'm going to keep. It's awesome, eh? Looks mad. Love it. Anyway, all right, keep going on. As for it's 1 pint, and it's at 9% alcohol by volume. And it's at a double extra stout, finished with English oak wood of Vat House No. 1. So there we go. Alright, let me just try and get this open. I'll open it like this because I want the bottle to fall out. Tight. I'll put that over there. That's how it's presented in the box. Looks pretty cool. I've got this note here from my sister. I've actually read it before, because I opened it before, but yeah, she just said thanks for being a good brother. And thank you. I try to be, Fess. And she said I would celebrate with my son. So I said it's 12 months ago, so because he's turning 1 soon. So thanks, Jess. I really appreciate the gift. Anyway, I'll grab the bottle out. That looks even cooler. How good does that look? It's like this. Oh, it's hard to describe. It's you can't see through it. It's it's not transparent in any way. The bottle, sort of like a it's glass, but it looks like steel. It even feels like steel. Like it's really good quality glass. You can tell. Same stuff as on the boxes at the back here. There's a little bit of a leaflet attached here. Same thing, just going on about the story. But if you want to read that, I'm sure it's online. I won't read it out here in this review. But anyway, without further delay, let's crack him open and see what he's like. Good old cork. Yeah, so it's a corked beer. Let's see how we go. Alright, yep. Still a good level of carbonation in there. She's kept very well. I'll just hear that from that gas escaping there. I just got a standard beer glass here. I was going to go for English style glass, and I just thought, oh, this will do. It's tall, and I'll get a bit in there and see how we go. Anyway, now for the pour. She's pretty active. I'll probably stuff that up a bit. I went a bit hard on that. This is heavier than I thought. Anyway, I'll just try and get a bit more in. Let it settle down. Yeah, man, I went way too hard on that. But anyway, we'll let that settle down a bit. Jeez, it looks good. Yeah, I can't get over this bottle. It looks awesome, man. It's really cool looking. I'll have to keep this one. Much to the missus' disappointment, she'd be like, "What are you keeping that for?" Just empty bottle. Yeah, I do. I love my wife. That's a pretty bad impersonation. She's good. Anyway, so I don't know. I might just keep the box, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, while that's settling down a bit, I'll have a look at the beer. And you see, it's a real decent head. I went a bit hard on that. That's my fault. But that's good to see. Like it's carbonated well, and it's a very dense, thick head, like a mocha chocolate sort of colour of a head. Way over 3 fingers there for me at the moment. As for the appearance, I'm holding that up into the sunlight, and that's very, very dark. I can't see really anything through that. Maybe just a tinge of light coming through, giving a bit of the redness. But no, it's very dark. It's extremely dark. But yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Look how black it looks, like unreal. Alright, I'll get a bit more in. and then we'll go for the smell. Okay. So it's in a traditional sort of stout style. You know, the alcohol, the ABV is a bit higher, which isn't uncommon in specialist stouts, and 9%. That gives it a lot of body and a lot of what I imagine it will, and a lot of backbone. So as for the smell, wow. Yeah, I'm getting those roasted malts. They're really good. Does it even say what extra, if anything's extra in this compared to the traditional Guinness? It says, yeah, no, it's just brewed double stout, double extra stout. So they must put a lot more in it. Yeah, I'm getting those roasted malts. And there's a nice sort of sweetness behind there as well with it. I can almost smell. I can smell the bitterness, but then I can smell the sweetness as well. It's like sort of reminds me of cherry. You know, not just any old plucked cherry, but cherry sort of you did like done in a dessert. Sort of a rich sweetness, if that makes sense. All right, top him up, and I'll go for the taste test. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, got some head with me beer. I've got a beer ice cream. Anyway, fellas, cheers. Ooh, that's complex. That's complex. Wow. There's a lot going on in that stout. There's a lot going on. First up, yeah, you get that nice traditional, sense of a stout with that coffee roasted malt flavour. And then the sweetness hits you, and then it's it doesn't. It's really hard to explain because there's a lot going on with this. It's like that instant sort of coffee roasted flavour. Then a sweetness comes in behind, and then the bitterness is there as well. And now on my tongue, it's bitter, but I've got a lingering sweetness there as well. Similar to that cherry sort of description I said before. You know, like dessert cherry. That's probably the best way to describe it. Done in some form of dessert, or cooked up with a liqueur or something like that. It's sort of got that sort of profile. It's really good. Give it another go. Yeah, that's delicious. Really, really good. You pay for it. I think it was $50 for the bottle, which is expensive. And yeah, again, thanks to my awesome sister Jess for doing that as a gift. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it is on the expensive side, but I can tell it's not a gimmick. This isn't just put together for the name, something special, and we charge you through the nose for it. Excuse me, there's that carbonation. It's a bloody good stout. Very, very good. I'll just give it another go and see if I get anything else. Yeah, the more I drink that's even balancing out even better. That beautiful roasted side of the malts. A nice lingering bitterness from that, and a nice sweetness, sort of. And it's not, some beers they'll go from one to another and then maybe back. This is all working together, and that's always in my mind, a testament to a good brew. If a brewer can pull that off, all those profiles within that brew mixing very well together, and that's the case with this, the Guinness 1798. So, if you love your stouts and you want to treat yourself, or you want to get a gift for someone who loves stouts, get this. They'll love it. It's unreal. Saying that, one more sip and a score. I think you know what I'm going to give it. Yeah, top notch. Guinness. It's called the Brewers Project. Guinness, the 1798 limited edition, double extra stout. It says a pint here, but it's actually on the front. There's been a sticker added, 750 mils. Yeah, so a bit more than what I know as a pint, but yeah, bloody unreal. Price points up there, but a treat every now and then, and it only comes out every so often. So yeah, if you really like stout, go and give it a go. 10 out of 10. Bloody good. Alright, thanks for watching another ghallora beer review. And as always, fellas, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.